Hello, everyone. Hi. Hi, Cody. Is that Cody? I just saw Cody join the Browns. We are live on Facebook. Welcome once again to 7 with Chad Marvie. Today is going to be surprise, a start of a series, okay? When we announced last week that September will be a focus on one dish meals, I have to tell you, I never actually considered pizza as a one dish meal. Have you ever done that? Have you ever considered it that way? I don't think many of us have, right? And I have to let you know as well. Honestly, I was never really a big pizza fan until recently. So whenever we even dine out, when we used to dine out a lot, or when we would want something delivered, pizza is like kind of like at the bottom of my list. I'm not like the Williamses, who's a big fan of. They're big fans of pizza, right? T? Yeah,
Mm.
you all are. She said that last week. But today, it's going to be our main feature. And guess what? It will be the main feature for the rest of this month. Okay? So here you go. While we're waiting on some more people are going to cook with us for a minute more, I want to give you some more trivia. Where's Cody? Is he gone? Ashley, did you know this? Pizza is the most popular one dish meal in the whole world. Do you realize that in the United States alone, presumably every second, 350 slices of pizza is being consumed every second? Did you guys know that? And apparently, it's a very old thing. They say that that term and this type of food kind of like originated way back 930 something, more than 1,000 years ago. Isn't that crazy? I have so much more trivia about pizza for you all, but one thing that's going to be exciting about this is here. Not only is pizza your most popular one dish meal, I just realized, honey, it also is the most versatile. Did you know that?
Yeah, I guess as soon as you have the crust done, right? I mean, you can play around with the toppings however you want.
Not only that, nowadays you can literally mix and match and even figure out what kind of crust you want. So, my first impression of pizza being one of the unhealthiest foods has changed.
Oh, that's true. Because nowadays they do make cauliflower crust and
Yes, which I'm going to make for myself.
gluten-free crust,
Hmm.
all those
And all kinds.
healthy options.
Yes. Okay. So, are we ready? John, our Marine, I see you're on this. There you go. Are you
Welcome,
making pizza with us?
welcome back after taking a week break.
I'm excited for you, Mr. John. Okay, here we go. Pizza from scratch, halfway. Okay, because I think majority of us will be using crusts that we did not make from scratch, right? We are using crusts that are pre-made. That's okay. That's the first step. Okay, but look, with the very short list of ingredients that we gave you, Nancy and Ashley, I know you said you're only going to make two. You can actually many different variations even with the very few ingredients that you already have on hand. Okay, so we'll have fun with this. Honey, how do we do this? So Ashley and Nancy are doing it the traditional way, right?
Mhm.
Okay, with your big oven. The rest of us are going to use our Saladmaster stuff to make these pizzas. So the pizza master in our home is this guy.
I'm not really a pizza master, but I'm gonna lead you through it. Um, so I asked
He is.
earlier if you were gonna, what kind of crust you're gonna be using. Yesterday, I actually made our own dough. So I have it here. Um,
He makes dough from scratch, and one of these days, we're going to try to figure out how we can teach you how to make the dough from scratch because it's not hard.
it's not hard at all. Its main
Mhm.
ingredients are kind of like making communion bread. Can you believe it? So this is
Mhm.
my dough.
Come on, Nancy.
It's just flour, olive oil, and some yeast. And the only reason why we can't make it in this format with you guys is because we only have an hour. So since we only have an hour, it takes about 90 minutes to wait for the yeast to grow. So what
Yes.
I did was I made a batch. I cut it into 8 pieces and froze them. Um,
We've been eating pizza in the last few days.
oh, yesterday I did it yesterday.
I know.
Okay.
Somebody entered the room. Please mute yourselves. Thank you.
So anyway, I will start with our homemade crust. Now, since our homemade crust is soft, obviously the instructions are going to be different. Um, now, if you're using a pre-made crust, okay, let's go through the mechanics. So if you're using a traditional oven, if you're using a thin crust, go ahead and preheat your oven to 425. If you're using a thick crust, go ahead and preheat your oven to 450.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you are using your Saladmaster electric oil core skillet, then you're going to have to preheat your oven to 400 if you're using the
E-O-C.
if you're using whether it's thin or thick, we're gonna do 400.
With your
Um,
E-O-C.
yeah,
Okay.
so it's a little bit lower than the traditional oven.
Mhm.
Okay, and it preheats pretty fast. So I'm gonna show we're gonna go through that later. We're gonna do all our toppings together, and that's the fun part, right? And you can get your kids involved.
Mhm.
But that being said, I have to start with our homemade dough.
Why?
Why? Because I will need to spray some oil on my skillet, and I don't really want it later on when there's already. What do you think? Should I go ahead and
I
do
think
the
we
thing?
should do something with them
Okay.
that's pre-made first.
Okay. Cool.
Right?
That's fine.
Yeah, because everybody else is using pre-made crusts.
Because I rolled out that dough that I showed you, I flattened it.
Look, this is from scratch. Okay, we'll teach you how to make this in the future, sometime this month.
But I'm gonna be using a thick crust here first. So we're using this.
Okay, let's bring out
what is
our
this?
crusts. Lay it down on your working area, whether you have a table straight up or a butcher block like we do. Anywhere where your pizza crust can lay flat.
This is our thick crust.
Okay.
And it's Italian. So the instructions will tell you preheat it to 450, which is what I told you guys. Okay, so because of that, I have to change this to 400 then, since we're starting with this.
Yeah, we did tell everybody, please preheat your E-O-C to 400. We're all done with that, right? Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to work on every single pizza. Watch how easy this is. He actually told me, honey, I don't know if you should teach this. This is kind of like really easy. And I had to tell him, for you, because we've been making it. But for John, have you ever made pizza before? See, there you go. A lot of them have not. So Nancy, Ashley, are you guys ready?
Well, make sure though your toppings are ready. Okay, so if you have your sliced tomatoes, I have my olive oil. I have my pizza sauce over here. You're gonna need to spray your pan
A little bit.
a little bit with oil. I have optional. I have my fresh garlic over here. Um, I do have optional ingredients, right? So we did green pepper. We don't have basil with us today, but I do have some spinach leaves, so I'm gonna be using that.
So FYI, if you have any of these at home, I will tell you right now, even though it wasn't on our ingredient list, please feel free to add whatever of these. Some of you might have mushrooms, thinly sliced mushrooms. That would be great too.
Oh yeah, and then of course we mentioned 2 kinds of meat, right, of your choice. So we're using pepperoni and ham for us.
But feel free to add as much as you want to. If you have some cooked bacon, go ahead. So here we go. The first thing to do.
Pepperoni and ham over here. Okay, so
ready, Ashley? Cool. Okay. Ready?
right,
okay,
so
here we go.
Okay, so first thing we do is we're gonna have to brush our crust with some olive oil.
Okay. Brush the crust with a little bit of olive oil. Now, if you don't have a silicone brush like this that we're using, you can use like a paper towel and just kind of like dip the end of it and kind of like blot. Okay? That's one thing that you can use.
And then I guess if you're using a 12-inch pizza, go ahead and add 4 tablespoons of pizza sauce. Or if you're then scale accordingly. Since mine is only 6 inches, I'm gonna be using 2 tablespoons.
It's actually 8, honey.
No, this is 6.
That's 8.
This is 8. Okay.
Yes.
So for the 8, 2 is enough actually.
So the pizza sauce, please remember, the pizza sauce and the amount of that is actually it can be varied depending on your taste, John. Okay. So if you want to go easy on the tomatoes, the pizza sauce, go a little bit less than 2. Ours is like a perfect 2. Some people kind of like want a lot more of that. Now I have friends who don't do well with anything tomato based. You can totally skip your pizza sauce that's tomato based, okay? And you can just stop with the olive oil that you brushed.
Okay. So
are you ready?
Now that you've added your pizza sauce, go ahead and play around with your toppings now. So the very first pizza that I'm going to make is, let me think, because the order changed. So this is going to be for Francesca. So for Francesca,
okay, this is for our daughter.
she likes hers with fresh tomatoes. So we're going to layer in our fresh tomatoes here.
So the fun thing about this is, look, there's 4 of us in our family, and guess what? We all want different toppings. We like 4 different things in our pizza, okay? So this is the beauty of this. When you make your own pizza at home, you can have 4 different pizzas easily.
So she wanted fresh tomatoes, and then
she loves that.
She wanted some fresh
bell peppers.
Bell pepper. Okay. And then I'm going to add some minced garlic, fresh garlic.
Our daughter is a big fan of garlic. She loves it like crazy. She uses that a lot with crepes when we make crepes as well. So do you see this?
What?
Okay, and then?
Okay, and then
she wants a lot of cheese, actually.
So I'm going to add some, a pinch of garlic powder. And this is optional. I did not list it in the ingredient list. At this point, you can also add your Italian seasoning if you want that. We are not going to be adding it to ours, but we do have some, and we made some yesterday. We prefer it without Italian seasoning. Okay, so now I have my tomatoes and green pepper. I'm going to start adding my cheese. So we actually have, Marvie, are you gonna show them?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead. So remember I told you in the invite, I did actually mention it was scientifically proven that the best kind of cheese for pizza is mozzarella, right? So I told everybody to please prepare some mozzarella. Now the next most popular cheese to put on pizza, okay, is actually provolone. So I have some provolone cheese because my daughter loves a lot of cheese. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grate a lot more cheese, another kind, on top of the mozzarella. We're actually having some provolone because guess what? I actually like a lot more cheese in my pizza as well. So you see? We can add whatever we want to our pizza.
In the meantime, I am cutting my pepperoni and my ham.
All right. There you go.
Okay. Are you done?
Yes, that's done. So how do we pile up our cheeses? Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, they're ready, I guess.
Okay, go ahead, honey.
Okay.
What form did you use?
Code number 1 for shredding the cheese.
Okay.
I want to make mention for cheeses. I always mention this in our shows as much as possible. Don't get the pre-shredded or pre-grated cheese. It's always better to get a block one, okay? And shred it however much you need for every single time you cook because it is so much healthier, less stuff for processing, okay? The product.
Yeah, you'll know better. That because if you, if you squeeze your cheese, right? It sticks together. Now, if you buy shredded cheese, pre-shredded cheese from the market, squeeze them. They never really stick together. They never stick together. So that tells you that they added something there. Okay, I'm gonna add mozzarella cheese now.
Oh, that was the provolone.
No problem. Okay.
My husband grabbed the provolone, so it's now at the base, and then he's gonna put the mozzarella on top. Now here's a trick: you always want your mozzarella on top. Okay, if you're doing different kinds of cheeses, it's best to have your mozzarella as your last layer. You know why? It's the one that becomes like very sticky, ooey gooey. You know, the kind that becomes like very elastic on top. That's your mozzarella cheese.
Okay. And yeah, that's actually it. Can you believe it? It's that easy.
Wow, that looks good.
So my
Tons of
skillet here
cheese.
is already at 400 degrees. I'm going to move it using a turner. Okay, put it right in the middle.
Are you following John? He just placed it in the EOC. Ashley, you have to put it in your oven at this point.
Yeah, so use the center rack if you're using a traditional oven. And
how long will they bake it for?
it will be from 8 to 12 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
So
Depending
depending
on
on how thick your crust is.
Or how crispy you would want it to be.
Right. And then if you're using the traditional oven, make sure that you take it out and put it on a wire rack so that it retains its crispiness, and wait for about 2 minutes before you slice it.
Exactly.
So yeah, for the bigger pizza, you might need 15 minutes. So just make sure that you look at it, turn on the light of your oven, Ashley, okay, and just take a look at it. But for us, okay, EOC, we're only going to be needing 8 minutes. So let's go ahead and set the time to 8 minutes.
Okay. Everybody who's using the EOC, John. Who else is using their EOC? I saw Roselle. Are you cooking with us, Roselle?
Yeah.
Yay!
Some pizza.
Perfect.
It's crazy.
Question.
Sure,
Yes.
go ahead.
Our what do you call this? Dough is a slightly thicker than the one that you use.
Okay.
How many minutes is this gonna cook?
Start at 10 and then push it to about 13, depending
All
on
right.
how crispy you want it.
All right. So it start at 10. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just using 8 for mine because we already timed it. If you read the bag, let's say you read the bag, right, that it came with, it will tell you the number of minutes. So this
Yeah, I make my own dough.
Oh, you make your own dough?
Yeah,
Oh.
like we do.
Hey, Roselle, if you make your own dough, can you just wait? Because we're using our own dough later on.
Oh my.
Have you started already?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what you do. If you make your own dough, what are you at? What's your temperature right now?
400.
400. Okay.
EOC.
Can you? Oh, it's already made, right? Okay.
I put it
Yeah,
already
it's
in the
not
sauce.
You put the sauce already?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this. If you made it from scratch, go ahead and don't add your cheese, Roselle. Do 10 minutes without cheese, okay?
She already added
She
it.
already added it. Okay.
A
Lower the
little of cheese.
Huh? A little bit of cheese. Okay, just go
Yeah.
ahead and do it for 10 minutes, then add more cheese after 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, so I'll cover it first.
Yeah, you'll cover it first. Sorry, I didn't know you were using traditional dough. We mentioned earlier that we were going to do ours in a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so John, your pizza, Ashley, your pizza, first pizza in the oven. You're good? Okay. Now, John, you can go ahead and make another one because you have other Saladmaster pieces, right? Get your biggest one that you have. You can have your 10-inch skillet with cover, and you can use your stovetop. Okay? That's what we're going to use next. Okay? Because we are going to make 4 different pizzas for our family, like I said. So here we go. We can go ahead and start making the next pizza if you're making a second one. Okay? So using the same exact procedure, John, you can vary your toppings. Now this one that we're making next, it will be different because this is going to be for you.
This is for Mikael.
So this is for our son. He wants it thin crust. He actually doesn't care, but he wants more meat.
Okay, so it's thin. There are 2 sides to the thin crust. One is shiny and the other one is rougher. So the rougher part is the base. The shiny part, or the one with holes, is the top.
Is the top. If you don't know what the holes are, like the fork holes
Yeah.
in that's to prevent it from bubbling up.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we using this, or I'm using a stovetop?
We can use the stovetop.
Okay. So you'll prepare the.
Yes.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and preheat our stovetop, same at 400 degrees. Okay.
Oh, higher, a lot higher.
Yeah, 400 will be about number six,
7.
6 or 7. Okay. So same procedure. You brush your olive oil. Then add your pizza sauce. So
Protein already cooked?
come again.
Is your protein already cooked?
Yes. Cold
Okay.
cuts are
We're,
cooked.
we're using cold
technically.
cuts.
Okay.
Cold cuts are considered cooked.
Are you using raw chicken?
Raw Italian sausage.
Oh, Italian sausage is actually pre-cooked already. But
Mhm.
if you want, go. Why don't you just leave it at like medium low?
Leave it on low?
Smaller pots, yeah, for 5 minutes, just to make sure. Okay.
Okay.
Then before you add the stuffings.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
So I'm adding my pizza sauce now.
Do you need more mozzarella cheese?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I have 2 different kinds of cheeses at this point, cheddar and provolone. Now, John or anybody else, if you have Parmesan cheese, I want to let you know Parmesan cheese is best for garnishing. As much as possible, you don't cook Parmesan cheese in high heat, okay? Because you will change its flavor. So if you have Parmesan, you add it later, right before you serve your pizza, okay? Just to garnish it.
Okay, so I'm adding my meats now because he likes his with ham and pineapple. So he likes his Hawaiian style pizza.
Now we're making some Hawaiian style pizza. So this is one of your optional ingredients. Do you have this with you, John? No. You don't have anything Hawaiian? You're not going to make Hawaiian stuff today?
Some people hate to have pineapple with anything.
Right.
I think it's a personal taste thing.
Yes. Apparently in Britain, 50% of, a little bit over 50% of people who eat pizza like pineapple with their pizza.
Makes it sweet, right?
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm grating some more mozzarella cheese for my bar. Okay.
Okay, so this is, I can use this?
Yeah, but those are the
Oh.
different kinds of cheeses. Your
Okay.
mozzarella cheese is always on top of your other cheeses. Remember, the last layer of cheese should be your mozzarella. Okay?
So I'm just combining different kinds of cheeses here.
Look at all that.
And then top it with some mozzarella cheese.
Mozzarella. Oh, man. That looks so good.
Okay, 2 more minutes for the other one. So this is all already on standby. Now,
Or we can make it in our stovetop.
okay, are we done? Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna move this over to our stovetop, and same deal. We're gonna close it and cook it for 8 minutes, and it should be done.
But that's very high of a heat, I feel like. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Are you all able to follow? Roselle, how are you?
Check. Here it is.
How are you? You're done?
Can you
Okay,
see?
Mikael, can you please spotlight Roselle? Pizza is
wait.
done.
So no, you're done with your 10 minutes, right, Roselle?
Yeah, I know. I'm in 4 minutes more.
Okay.
Okay, so not quite
Oh,
done
it's not
yet.
yet done yet. Because actually, since you started from scratch, you're gonna
Uh-huh.
have to add more time to your pizza.
Okay.
So after 10 minutes, you're gonna add another layer of mozzarella cheese and add some garlic salt or like granulated
Powdered
garlic.
garlic.
Okay.
And then you're gonna leave there for actually, how thick is your pizza? Is it 1/4 inch or 1/2?
I think a little more than 1/4.
Okay, so let's add about eight more minutes for that one
After the 10.
after the 10.
At what
Okay.
temperature again?
You
300?
can lower it now to 300.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So the difference when you're making this with a dough that's made from scratch, you're doing two baking steps, okay? First the dough and all of your toppings. That's the difference. So for all of us, the rest of us who actually used pre-made crust, it's faster because that dough, the pre-made crusts are usually already baked halfway.
Okay. So here's our
Here's
pizza.
our first pizza. Dun, 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 dun. This is my daughter's.
Oh, I don't know where to put it.
There,
Oh,
spotlight.
over here. Okay.
Yes.
Mikael, you can show it here. Yeah. So look at that. Ooh, looks really.
Do you see the mozzarella cheese?
Look how fresh that mozzarella cheese. We used fresh
Gooey,
mozzarella
gooey.
cheese. That means this is the soft one, the one that comes in.
Mikael, can you please do the spotlight?
Yeah, he has. He has already. It's already spotlighted.
No, honey, it's not in the main camera.
You know, because you're
Oh.
frozen there. Okay, thank you so much, Mikael. You can go back to the main camera. Appreciate it. There you go. Now we're back to the main camera. Okay, so I'll let this cool a little bit while I prepare our.
Did you see the pizza that we just made? I don't think they saw it, but it's okay.
No, they
All
did. It said here. It was spotlighted.
Okay.
Can we get a thumbs up if you saw the pizza? John, did you see the pizza? Yeah, they did.
Are you done with your first one, John? Let me see. Mikael, can we please spotlight John's pizza? The first one. Our second one is already being baked. See, we can go like bam, 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 bam. You can make as many pizza as you want, which is so much fun.
Okay.
This is for Adam since he only likes cheese.
Okay.
Okay, Mikael, can you please spotlight
Yeah.
John Batitang?
It's probably already spotlighted, but we can't see it because.
Oh.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, perfect. Thank
We
you.
Adam only likes cheese, so we just put cheese on this one.
That's awesome. I hope you like it.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so this is where we're doing our homemade dough, which I already flattened out myself.
Can we do the dessert first, honey? Or you're okay.
Yeah, I'll do this first only because
We're not gonna have enough time. Okay.
well,
that's
when I
fine.
leave it,
Okay, go ahead.
no, it's 30 minutes. It's okay. All right. So what I normally do, Roselle, is actually set it at 375 and then put it straight into the E-asy. Oh, I'm gonna have to spray it with a little
It's
bit
right
of
there
oil.
by the sink.
So this is where it's a little different, Roselle. Just take note, I guess, for future. I do 375, and then I only wait for about a minute and a half, and then I flip it over, and then I add my toppings while it is on the E-asy. Because if you remember when Araceli made hers, she started with a cold skillet, right? With her Pillsbury dough. That's how she did it. But we started with a preheated E-asy.
There you go. And we're gonna try to poke some holes so we can prevent the bubbling.
Okay. I spotlighted here right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you see this? This is why you poke it, John, if you're doing this from scratch, dough from scratch. Ashley, Nancy, are you okay? Is your first pizza done? Not yet? Okay. Almost. So this will be baked. If you're baking or making our pizza with a dough from scratch, this is what's gonna happen. We're baking it in the E-asy first by itself, okay? And this is gonna be for how long?
Just about 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
On one side, and then I flip it, and then I add my toppings. So it's a little different. The process
Okay.
is a little different.
So you're just cooking your crust a little more because obviously this is not pre-baked.
And actually with this, Roselle, I do 15 minutes after I do my 1 minute and a half, and I flip it, then add my toppings, right? And then I leave it at 300 for 15 minutes. So that's why I want you to play it by ear as far as your is it time? Okay. As far as your what do you call this? As far as your 1/4 inch crust is concerned, right? So make sure that you just adjust accordingly.
All right. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I didn't know you started from that kind of flow.
That's okay. And
Okay.
then my daughter Sydney wants a thick though. That's why.
Okay.
Yes, that's I'm the same way.
All right. So this is done.
The other pizza is done. We now have 2 pizzas done. So this is the one that we made on the stove top.
Okay. So here we go. And Mikael, if you could spotlight it here. There you go. This is the ham and pineapple pizza with thin crust. Again, ham and pineapple pizza with thin crust. Now I have to start making this before it gets too hot.
All right, so he's doing another one.
This is using the dough that we made from home.
Okay. So again, same thing, olive oil.
Olive oil, but now you have to lower it to 300 because it will stay at 300 for about
For the rest of the baking
for
time.
15 minutes, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna add my pizza sauce. Okay, so this is my pizza, so I'll make it pepperoni.
Do you have any more pre-made crust?
We do. It's over here.
They're all thin now.
Yeah, we only had 2 of the thick crust. But you're gonna do cauliflower?
No, I'm gonna make the dessert now. We don't have enough time.
Okay. So I'm making pepperoni pizza, which is like super all-time favorite. Any gas station will have pepperoni pizza.
Is anybody making pizza with a cauliflower crust with us today? Anybody making it with cauliflower crust? No? Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna add the rest of my garlic. So
I said perfect because we'll make it next week.
I'm just using all of my remaining stuff here now. I'm gonna add my spinach leaves. And then I'm gonna add my cheese and I am done.
That's the cheddar and provolone. This is the mozzarella.
Okay, so again, we're gonna use everything because this is our last pizza for the day. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna add my powdered garlic, and I actually like mine with a little bit of Italian seasoning. So I'm going to sprinkle a dash of Italian seasoning. Okay, so as I said, it's at 300 degrees. I am going to keep this covered for about 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay, so now we're gonna transition to the dessert.
Is everyone okay? You all are following? Perfect. Okay, Nancy, Ashley, John, who else? Twana. We're getting ready. And Roselle, this time we're making our cinnamon pizza. Okay? Perfect. So grab your crust. Here's what I'm doing. Because I actually like my cinnamon pizza thicker and we run out of the thicker crust pizza, I'm using 2 thin ones. Okay? And I'm going to put it one on top of the other. Here's the first thing we're going to have to do. Grab a bowl. And then in that bowl, you will simply combine your butter. Here's what you're going to combine, okay? 1/2 cup of sugar. 1/2 cup of flour. Let me do that with you. The flour, 1/2 cup of flour. Whatever you have. 1/2 cup of sugar. Okay? So it's easy to remember because they're both 1/2. Mix those really well. Okay? And then grab your cinnamon. Now I asked you to be ready with a whole tablespoonful of cinnamon, right? Now you're going to have to adjust that according to your taste. I will tell you that the original recipe only called for like a teaspoon, half a teaspoon actually of cinnamon. But our family loves cinnamon. So I'm not only doubling it, I'm tripling it. So John, it's up to you, however much cinnamon you'd like to add to this. Okay, you can start with a half of a teaspoon. I am doing 1.5 of a tablespoon. So that's like almost 2 teaspoons, okay? Now you know how much I love cinnamon. So add that to your sugar and flour mixture. Okay, and then mix that really well again. Okay, so there are 3 things in there now, right? Ashley, Roselle? You've mixed in a bowl your flour, 1/2 cup of flour, 1/2 cup of sugar,
Okay.
and your cinnamon, however much you want for the cinnamon. But you start with 1/2 of a teaspoon. I actually did 1.5 teaspoonfuls, actually almost 2, because we love cinnamon. Okay, like crazy. So after you've added all those 3, the next thing you're gonna do is add your butter. You have your room temperature butter, John? Okay. Now the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of butter. Ashley and Roselle and everyone else, you can start with 1/4 cup of your cold butter, or if you're like me, because we like butter a lot, I'm actually gonna go use almost 1/2 cup. Okay, using a fork, this is what you do. You're gonna slice it 1 small piece at a time. Drop it in there in smaller pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna serve my pizza now to Francesca. Okay, so I'll be back.
You see how I'm doing this with a fork? Smaller pieces, around and around and around. There you go. And then you're going to mix it in, John, okay, with your cold butter until they're all crumbly together. So you can use a fork to do this, Ashley and Roselle, or you can grab some gloves. I did this one time. Tiwanda, if you remember, we did this for our streusel. Do you remember, T? Your daughter's favorite, the streusel with the apples. So this is actually the same cinnamon streusel, okay? So I'm still doing it with a fork until it's crumbly. And then you keep doing this on the side with your butter. John, are you following? If you want to see this, Mikael, can you please spotlight?
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. Do you see this? Until they form like little balls, like crumbs, little balls, balls of crumbs. So you keep doing this, okay? How's everybody doing? You know, I'm the most excited about this one because whenever we order pizza, regardless of where, I get the cinnamon pizza. I love it.
This is the ham and pineapple pizza sliced into 4, and I'm gonna give it to our cameraman at this point.
There you go. So Ashley, for your cinnamon pizza, you're actually going to need your big oven preheated in the same temperature that you use for your other pizzas, 400 degrees. Okay? So you keep your oven at that temperature. In your E-asy, preheat your E-asy, John, to 350. Are you done with your E-asy with your other pizzas? Okay, now, look. You're done making this when it's like this. Gal, do you want to show them, please? When you don't have powdered stuff
Yes, okay.
around it, you see? Okay, so this is done. John, did you see that? You're done with your crumbles? Okay. So grab your pizza, whatever it is that you're making or using, however big the crust is. And then your thing is you're just going to add this. Okay? Spread it out as evenly as much as possible. Ashley, can you see me?
Hey, Marvie, when do we add the milk?
Oh, no, that's for later. That's for the glaze.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay? So
Okay.
the only thing we use for our cinnamon streusel are your flour, your butter, your sugar, and your cinnamon.
Gotcha.
The others will be for our glaze. Okay? So, John, you just spread out your cinnamon streusel on a layer on top of your pizza dough. Now, because I'm using two, because I like it thicker, I'm actually going to sandwich a layer of it between my doughs.
That sounds good.
Okay? I'm sandwiching it because I only have thin left. I kept eating our thicker doughs. There, see? Bam. You can do the same thing if you have thin crust doughs, pizza crust. Okay? Honey, you want to do this?
Yeah, sure. Okay. And then you can
He's
teach
gonna
them
help
the
me.
glaze. Okay, so for those of you who are making the pizzas, you can probably serve them now. You can probably serve them now to your family or whoever wants to eat them because it's always best served hot, right? So the dessert will come later, obviously. So we're working on it. We're working on our dessert.
All right. And then as soon as you're done doing this, layering this, Ashley, are you done? As soon as you put that in your oven, I will teach you how to make the glaze. You're done?
We're almost there. We're hanging in there.
How about Russell? Russell, are you doing the cinnamon pizza as well?
Hi. No, I just did the pepperoni.
Oh.
Okay.
How
I'm
is,
ready for the glaze.
how is it, Roselle? Is it okay? Or is the dough undercooked?
I added another 5 minutes to it,
Okay.
and I put my pepperonis now.
Okay. Oh yeah, the pepperoni could have. Sorry, I didn't know that that wasn't in there yet. But yeah, you can add the pepperoni.
I just put it.
Okay.
There's my pizza. Can you see it?
Mikhail, can you
Miguel,
please
can you
spotlight?
spotlight Roselle's pizza?
Can
Okay.
everyone see it? Okay, wait. We're gonna do something to our video because I think we have to unpin something. Unpin.
Okay,
Unpin the video, honey. Let me just a sec, and we're gonna try to unpin ourselves.
Oh, there it is. Yay! It looks good. Oh, you added more pepperoni on top of it.
Yeah.
That is a real pepperoni pizza. See, that's my idea of a pepperoni pizza. My husband was like, "We only put 4. It's not real pepperoni."
Yeah, my kids love pepperoni.
Not too spicy.
Yes, he's so stingy. That looks really good.
Thank you.
All right. So he stovetop. I'm doing my cinnamon pizza on the stovetop. So John, Tuwanda, are you making the cinnamon pizza tea?
No,
Okay.
we'll
I'm
watch.
making my cinnamon pizza. Am I the only one making this? John.
No, Ashley, yes.
Ashley, okay. Ashley, are you ready to put your cinnamon pizza in the oven?
We're getting there. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. I can make the glaze dough because I got a bowl.
Now, in this view. Hello, everyone.
So here's my 2-layer cinnamon pizza, okay? Because I have 2 thin crusts. I'm putting it and baking it on the stove top. Ashley, you can put it on your baking cookie sheet. I presume what you're using. And then I'm gonna put it in now. John, what are you using for your cinnamon pizza?
I'm using the EOC.
Can you please mute your?
Did you put some under here?
I'm using the EOC.
EOC, okay.
Thank you.
If you're ready, we can put ours now. In your EOC and this in mine. Okay. Now, in your EOC, as soon as it starts clicking, you lower it to 300 and you just bake it further, okay, at 300 after the clicking sound for only 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how crunchy you want it. Okay, cool? Ashley, are you good with your cinnamon pizza? Is it in the oven now?
It's almost. We just got the mixture made, and we're going to.
Okay. It takes a while, right, to make
Yeah.
that crumbly thing.
We got our hands in there, so it's gonna take less time.
There
So
you
we're
go.
gonna be rocking and rolling soon.
Perfect. So as soon as you're done with that, you put it in your oven at 400 degrees and you bake it starting at around 7 minutes, depending on how crispy you want it. So minimum of 7. Are you using thin or a little bit of a thicker crust?
This one's I think pretty thick. Would you call it thick, Nancy?
Crust?
Yeah.
Is it thick?
Yeah, it looks thick. Yeah, it looks
Okay.
thick.
Probably you're gonna have a minimum of 10 minutes on that one at 400. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Tawanda, are you good? Have you made how many pizzas have you made?
We're working on our third one.
See? John, how many pizzas have you made?
We're making 3.
Okay. We're just waiting on Ashley for the cinnamon pizza so we can make the glaze together. All right? Oh man, look at this ginormous pizza that we're about to take out. Whoa, it looks so good.
This is my pizza. Well, I'll have to share it with Marvie because Marvie didn't get to make her cauliflower pizza. But look. Oh, Mika, can you spotlight it? There you go. It's homemade crust with, what did I put here? Tomatoes and green pepper.
Ours
and
look really
spinach.
like a homemade. It's not evenly round. Our toppings is spilling. Roselle's was so pretty. It
Yeah.
looked store-bought.
Ours is, but it's firm. Ours is firm though, and
Hey.
it has a crunchy,
Right.
toasty, yeah.
I need a big favor from all of you. Please take time to take a photo of your pizza with you.
Okay.
Okay? Just one photo of a pizza you made. Please send it to us. Okay? We will really appreciate you doing that.
I just took a photo of mine.
There you go. Because we want to be able to share these with people that we're trying to
yes,
continue to
okay.
encourage. There you go. We're
Yeah.
trying to encourage to cook. Ashley, are you done?
We almost got it in the oven, not quite there yet. I'm ready for the glaze though, because I got a bowl.
Okay.
Let's do the glaze. So in another bowl, a smaller bowl, whatever you have, just add in the powdered sugar. Remember the powdered sugar, half a cup of the powdered sugar. And then grab your vanilla. And add about 1 to 1 1/4 teaspoonfuls of vanilla, John. Okay. Grab your whisk. Slowly, slowly, slowly. You're going to have to add your liquid to this one a little bit slowly because you just want it to be smooth enough to be poured over, liquefied. Okay. So there's the vanilla first, and then, do you notice, Ashley, are you doing it with me? Look, it's already gotten thick with just the vanilla. Do you see this? This is 1/2 cup of the powdered sugar and 1 1/4 teaspoonful of vanilla. Do you see this, John? That's how thick. Now we're gonna grab our milk. The beauty of this is you can use whatever milk. So if you're trying to do dairy free, Then you can grab something like I did, an almond milk or even an oat milk, whatever kind you want. The same idea. Don't pour in the whole 2 tablespoonfuls or 1 tablespoonful of milk. Just little at a time. Honey, can you mix it? Mix it. Just mix. I'll do this.
Okay.
Yes, please. A little at a time to make sure. Grab the liquid so you can, yeah, don't be afraid.
Okay.
You look afraid.
I want to say hi to a lot of my high school batchmates that I invited for the
doing it
first
like-
time.
He was doing it
And
like he's afraid of
I'm like nervous because you all are looking.
Oh, is that
Okay.
why?
Yeah. I just realized that a lot of them
No.
are watching. Okay.
It's okay. Okay, so just a little bit at a time. Do you see how I'm pouring this, Ashley? See, it's almost like a few drops at a time.
Looks like coffee.
Yeah.
Do we need a teaspoon or tablespoon of the vanilla?
Little, you need a 1/4, it's a teaspoon. 1 and 1/4 teaspoonfuls. Yeah.
Where's that little clippy you have?
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, for ours, John, our glaze, we're actually using just about 1.5 teaspoons of milk because I think I like this consistency. I don't like glaze that is too watery. I like it a little bit thicker. Okay,
We can
so we'll
show
show
this.
you
If
how
you could,
thick it is.
if you could spotlight this, Kuya. There you go. See that? That's the consistency that we prefer.
So that was just 1 teaspoonful of almond milk. Do you see this? It's a little bit thicker, yeah? It's not gonna run down, which I love.
Ano? Is it cooked?
No, you just mixed your vanilla, milk, and powdered sugar. Did you know that is how easy it is to make glaze, sugar glaze?
Mhm.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I'm checking my cinnamon. Almost, not quite there yet.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slice this homemade pizza here.
Mine is ready.
Okay, can we please spotlight Rosel, Mikael? Rosel, you have to show us our photo. There, you look at that.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It looks store-bought. I mean, look,
Nice.
it's perfectly round.
I know.
And there's not much overflowing on the side.
Photo a while ago.
There you go. See, it's so
very
pretty.
nice. Very nice.
Rosel, include yourself in the photo.
I include my
When you
kids.
take photos of your pizza, please include yourselves because
Okay.
I want to encourage more people to cook with us, and it's always better when they see the people who have cooked with us.
All right. Thank
Right?
you.
Marvie, how much powdered sugar?
You ready? Okay, Mikael, can we please spotlight Ashley at this point? I want to see. Ashley, let me see your pizza. Are you done with your pizza?
Yes, we're done with the pizza.
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Mikael, can you please spotlight Nancy? That's the name of the frame. Okay, show us your pizza. Look at that.
Ta-da.
Pepperoni.
And
See?
Cody. Hi, Cody.
Starring Cody Brown. Nice. Are you excited to eat freshly baked pizza from scratch?
How much of this do we use the powdered sugar?
Powdered sugar that you need for your glaze is 1/2 cup.
1/2 a cup. Okay.
Okay, initially 1/2 cup, and then you add your vanilla a little bit at a time, 1 and 1/4 teaspoons. And then as soon as that's very thick, you just add like a teaspoon, little at a time as well, of whatever milk you have. And that's your glaze. Okay?
And here's our pizza.
John, are you ready with your cinnamon pizza? Is it almost done? Is your cinnamon pizza done, John?
Our pizza's done.
Okay. Let me see the Williamses.
Hello, Sky.
Samsung SM something something. Can you please show us your pizza? Oh, wow.
Yay!
Look, theirs look nice too. Looks nice. Wow.
That looks really
And it's
professional.
Kai. Did you help Kai? You did? Good job. So
Hello,
he's
Kai.
the
Nice
you're the
haircut.
pizza dude.
Do we like?
Ready.
Nice hair today.
Ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, Mikael, can we please go to
Same
John?
Oh yeah, here's mine. Oh,
The same.
What do you have there?
this is the cinnamon.
Oh,
Cinnamon.
Oh, awesome. Are you done with your glaze?
Water?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just cool your cinnamon pizza
Oh, hi.
and then you pour the glaze. Now, if your glaze is a little bit thin, if you feel like it's thin, like I do, I really like it thicker. Just add a little more powdered sugar to it, is all you have to do, okay? To adjust. Did you catch that, Ash?
No.
All right. So there you go. This is our pizza making class. Did you have fun? Where's Roselle? Roselle,
Yeah.
next time you're gonna have to make the cinnamon pizza with us because this is one of my favorite desserts.
Really?
This is the
I'll
only
try.
thing I
I
like.
made the one with pineapple. It's
Ah,
so tough.
there you go.
You want to try the pizza?
No. Okay, everyone, because there's 2 more minutes to spare. Ashley, I don't think we'll be able to see your cinnamon pizza, but you can snap a photo and show it to us, please, with you in it, okay? And the browns. But we are very grateful for you all cooking with us today. It was so much fun. It's like 5 different kitchens in one frame. There you go. Mikael, can you please put everybody in a gallery view and then take a photo of this? Now, here's what I want to say. Nancy, why are you all gone? You removed your video. Did you remove your video? Roselle, where are you? There you go. We might not be able to see your cinnamon pizza. John, did you put the glaze on your cinnamon pizza? Not yet?
We're gonna put it in later. Yeah, it's really
okay.
sweet.
There you go. Mikael, please snap a photo, okay? There you go. Thank you so much, everyone. The important thing to remember, Ashley, with your cinnamon pizza, you have to cool it down completely before you add your glaze, okay? It's best to cool it down completely. But if you're like me, I like anything that's freshly baked and a little warm. I don't care. I'm just going to add my glaze as soon as this is done too, okay? Ours is also pretty much done, but I want to mention for next week, William says you're going to love this. We are continuing our pizza one dish meal theme, okay? But we are going to teach you how to make your white pizza sauce from scratch. Okay, Roselle? Do you make pizza sauce from scratch, the white kind?
No.
Okay, next week we're going to make our white pizza sauce from scratch.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, my daughter loves white sauce.
There you go. Why are we continuing our theme? Because I just realized for a lot of our friends who have intolerances, your pizza is the most versatile one dish meal. It is so easy to make it vegan, make it gluten-free, make it anything else, okay? There's a million variations of pizza, believe it or not. So we're continuing on that theme for next week. But we had
And
so much fun with you all today.
please send us a message too if you want to see us make the dough. Even though if you won't be able to see the dough completely done after it rises, just to prepare the mix, send us a message, okay? Let us know.
Yes. But anyway, so here we are signing off once again. Enjoy your pizzas, everyone. I think we all are going to have some great dinner, yeah?
It's movie night with pizza. Yay.
Yay.
Bye, everyone. Have a good Sunday
Thank you
evening.
so much for joining us. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Welcome.
Bye, girls.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone on
The
Facebook
Dobson
Live
girls
for
are there.
watching us.
Bye.
Facebook Live, folks. Thank you.